A new report says TARC's former executive director behaved like a sexual predator.
WDRB's Stefan Johnson shares the one thing the report claims could have saved the city thousands of dollars, embarrassment and heartache. Stefan?
Well, this report is part of a year-long investigation initiated behind me here by Metro Council. It concludes, among other things, if Ferdinand Risco had been properly vetted, a lot of this could have been avoided. This 210-page report is part of a year-long investigation that delves into the hiring and conduct of former TARC executive director Ferdinand Risco.
Unfortunately, I had lived the report with the women that were involved with Risco at TARC.
The report says, quote, Risco embarked on a pattern of behavior that can best be described as that of a sexual predator.
When the first female came forward to me to tell me about her issues at TARC, I kind of wrote it off as maybe an inter-office relationship that went bad.
Former Metro Councilwoman Denise Bentley helped bring the allegations to top city leaders after being contacted by several female TARC employees.
When there were 6 women that came to me, I realized there was a problem, and it was a problem that needed to be addressed immediately.
According to the report, the city addressed the problem when Risco was allowed to resign. But the report says there was a, quote, systemic failure of oversight and accountability from the initial hiring to the day Risco was asked to leave.
And all the times I've been doing this, I think he ranks up there #1 as the worst sexual predator I've ever encountered.
Louisville attorney Thomas Clay represents 5 of the women who settled lawsuits with the city.
This report is a damning indictment of Metro government and all branches that had anything to do with hiring this Risco guy.
Retired FBI agent David Byer conducted the investigation.
He's also a lawyer and well-trained, highly trained in investigative techniques.
The report says Risco traveled extensively and lavishly on TARC funds and claims there was no formal background investigation conducted.
He had the same pattern of conduct down in Atlanta.
Byer's investigation concludes, had a thorough background investigation been conducted, it is quite likely that sufficient negative information would have been developed to prevent this calamity from ever occurring.
It's apparent from David Byer's report here that there was literally no vetting done on this man who came in and wreaked havoc on the whole organization.
And the report ends by recommending that state and federal law enforcement agencies look into whether Risco should also face criminal charges. Live in downtown Louisville, I'm Stefan Johnson, WDRB News.